So last week I talked about a top loader binder that I picked up for like $20 because on sale on Amazon. It's a monster. I've got it here next to me. But anyway, my son wanted his own, and that would be a little bit too much for him to carry around. He doesn't have that many cards yet. Anyway, so I had this one from Ultra Pro, unused, new, kicking around that I never used it. So I gave him this, and he likes it quite a bit. It's much more manageable. It could fit in his backpack. He's already excited about taking this to Share Day next week. And, I went through some of the cards that he has that I thought might be worthy of placing in this particular binder. And you can see here, combination of baseball, football, and basketball. He was given a sealed box. My husband had a sealed box, 1996 Topps complete set, and just gave it to him. And so I went through the set and I pulled out a lot of the key cards, like this Jeter was in there, and this Mantle Last Day issue. He actually got this Desmond Ritter from a collectible card club football box. And then maybe I mentioned I'd busted open some 2019 or 18 Donruss years ago, and I pulled out some of these legacy players. And here's a Killebrew. So I kind of mixed up the old and the new and the multi-sport. This came from the 96 Top set. He had like 3 Griffies in there. Here's a Marino, Charles Barkley. This was maybe the bigger card from that set. This recent Hall of Fame inductee, Tom Brady, Randy Johnson rookie. So he has room for. Oh, and I put this rock card in. He was obsessed with my Bumblebee Tuna rock card, and he really wanted it. I tried to explain to him that I can't get one. They're too expensive. So I got this one. This is a wrestling card from whatever year, and I did locate a custom rock card playing football on eBay that I ordered, and it'll be here in a couple of weeks. And he kind of accepted that. So now about the binder, I think it's pretty good. I don't know, from a standpoint of clarity, it's very diffused. I mean, I don't know if it's because these are see-through pages, unlike the bigger one where it's a black page, and maybe it's not as obvious, but you can take the cards out here. I feel like, I got the card in a sleeve, in a top loader, in a team bag, and it goes in here, so it definitely loses some of its luster. I kind of feel like, remember that old Saturday Night Live skit with Phil Hartman, the anal retentive chef, when he'd be making food, he'd mess something up, and then before he threw it away, he would like put it on a paper towel, he'd fold the paper towel, then he'd put it in tin foil and wrap it, and then he'd place it in a Ziploc bag, and he'd put it in a paper bag, he'd staple it, and he'd put it in a box, be like, okay, now it's ready for the garbage. The anal retentive chef. So anyway, that's what I kind of feel like. I have this inside of this, inside of this, inside of this. Anyway, but this will hold about 80 cards, one per slot, which is probably the best way to do it. And this is probably also about $20, I think, if you were interested in something like this. But I thought it was a good value and good for him. Again, he's a new collector, and he's got plenty of room here to add more stuff later on. And then we did a collectible card club for March because it was his birthday recently. And I guess these are the hits. I don't know who this guy is, Joshua Primo, but it's an autograph card. And I explained to him that's a pretty good card to get regardless. And then he pulled these 3 Ohtani cards. They're just, I guess they're base cards. Topps Chrome. This is a, silver pack or something? And then I guess, what is this? The intentionally off-centered variation, which I think is stupid, because in this day and age, cards shouldn't be off-centered. So I know 73 Topps have a tendency to be off-centered like this. So maybe, I guess this is a thing. Okay, let's make these off-centered because that's how they used to be. But so he's got this one. But I explained to him that this guy is really good. And these are going to go in top loaders and go into this binder as well. And then he's into graded cards, which is, I don't know if it's a good thing or bad thing. But I gave him a couple. I gave him a baseball and a football, or a baseball and a basketball. I gave him these 2. No big deal. And there's probably more to come. Stuff I just don't really care about. And I got the Severino and that's the second-year rookie card, I call it. I made a mistake thinking he was a rookie. Anyway, so I gave him those. And then he wanted a Patrick Mahomes. And I got him this. And we split the cost on this. I'm trying to teach him, saving and spending. And I agreed to pay for half of this. It was like $40. Now, this wasn't our first choice. There was a red one from the same year in a PSA 8 that he really liked, and that was like $30. And so I hit the buy it now, only to get a message from the seller saying, oh, that's not available. My partner, we didn't take it on the listing. My partner sold it, whatever. And this was the only other version on eBay that was graded, that was within reason. And so I went ahead and I got this gold version for him. So he's got a baseball, a basketball, a football. And then just today, he saw my Mario Lemieux rookie card in my case, and he really wanted a hockey card. And I said, he's not going to get that. But I showed him some lower cost, Lemieux cards. And this one I found, he liked this a lot. And I didn't tell him I got it for him yet. But I said, maybe it'll show up in his Easter basket or something. And this is from 92 Upper Deck. This is a 4 sharp corners, and a little 4 sharp corners pro tip. Most already know, but if you see something you like from them on eBay, go to their website instead, because you'll save at least 10 to 15% on top of what the eBay price is. But yeah, so he's got this Mario Lemieux. So now he has a football, baseball, basketball, and hockey card. And so his collection is growing, and more to come. As for me, I have one more video coming tomorrow night. New episode of Friday Night Vintage. Stay tuned for that. I'll talk to you then.